We acknowledge that the land on which we live, gather, exchange ideas, and share past, present, and future is the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, and Wendat people. My name is Alice McMurtry. I am the Community Program Coordinator here at the Brockville Museum, and welcome to another installment of our series, Out of the Vault. In this latest installment of our series, we are looking at museum objects that tell a story about Brockville's changing landscape over time. The skyline may have changed, buildings may have come and gone, and Brockville's character has changed over time as well. So we'll be sort of combing through our collection and seeing some of these really neat museum objects. So on this episode of Out of the Vault, we'll be taking a closer look at one of the many souvenirs that was created and showcases a building that no longer exists in Brockville. One of these examples of these types of artifacts is these little souvenir cups. Now, these souvenir cups are made of porcelain. They're around just over 100 years old. Oftentimes they would be made in porcelain factories in Europe and then stamped and shipped over to Canada. And this particular cup shows an image of the St. Vincent de Paul Hospital. Now, St. Vincent de Paul Hospital no longer exists, but it was one of two very prominent hospitals in Brockville. The other one, of course, being the Brockville General Hospital. Now, the hospital was first founded in 1887 on a piece of property that was on Schofield Hill. Now, the thing is that St. Vincent de Paul Hospital sort of grew out of the need to serve the Catholic community in Brockville. They, of course, admitted other patients too, but the idea was that priests and nuns could both visit patients in the wards, perform things like last rites, and other sort of aspects of the Catholic faith and Catholic rituals. And this sort of grew out of that early need in the community. The hospital soon outgrew the Schofield Hill property and ended up moving to a land that was at the corner of Pine and Garden Streets in downtown Brockville in a former convent. The hospital had its own nursing education program. It accepted thousands of patients for varying illnesses over the years, and they later opened up their own palliative care program as well. St. Vincent de Paul was threatened with closure that began first as a scaling back of different services, including shutting the maternity ward in the 1970s. And by the 1970s, the Ontario Ministry of Health was wary about duplication of certain services across both the Brockville General and St. Vincent de Paul. Now, Brockville General was assigned to handle more acute care cases, and St. Vincent de Paul was assigned to care for non-acute cases. Eventually, after over a century of service in the community, St. Vincent de Paul shut its doors in 2006. The building was used by the Brockville General Hospital as their Garden Street site until 2020, so very recently. St. Vincent de Paul was then demolished in 2021. The Pine Street and Garden Street site are now the home of St. Vincent Apartments, so some of that legacy of St. Vincent de Paul Hospital is retained in their name. So we're quite fortunate to have a lot of these different types of small porcelain artifacts in our collection. They also give us a lot of clues as to what the Brockville landscape looked like at different points in time. And you can actually see more of these types of artifacts on our database, which is accessible online. Thank you for joining me on this episode, and we will see you next time.